Welcome back to Razmafzar TV. I'm going to start a new series on Varzish Pahlavani, or as it is also called Varzish Bastani. Better, as I mentioned in my books, is Varzish Pahlavani. You know that in Persian Archery and Swordsmanship, and also in Arms and Armor from Iran, I did extensive research on Varzish Pahlavani. And I'm going also to quote them actually during these videos. In these videos, I'm going to make comments on the videos Farshid Rahimi Darabad, a friend of mine and a member of Razmafzar, who is an experienced Varzish Pahlavani member. I'm going to make comments on his videos and post them here. He kindly did for the old channel some videos and explained in Persian. I'm going now to use these videos and make comments on them in English, so everyone in the world can use them if you want to integrate that. Varzish Pahlavani is very important. As you know, a couple of years ago when Nehar Eren, the Turkish martial artist who came to Iran, the cultural attaché of Iran in Ankara suggested two real martial arts, or Persian martial arts, or historical martial arts to him. One was Varzish Pahlavani and one was Razmafzar. So I'm really proud of that we have reached this position for Razmafzar and the organization I created and the art I set it up based on historical information and fighting arts. So let us just start with the first series, and then later on I'm going to continue with them, and then you will see more about that. So thank you very much. Okay, now Farshid is going to show Sang. And what is Sang? Sang is they're like made of wood, right? Sang in Persian actually means stone, but it's a representation of a separ shield, and in Varzish Pahlavani it is used as the first tool at the beginning of a training session. Originally, Sang was called Sang-e-Zur, means power stone, or stone for gaining power. In the past, the Sang was really made of stone. These days, they're made of solid wooden planks. As you can see, Farshid is dealing with them and handling them. So, two wooden planks equipped with handles in the middle. The wooden handles, which are positions in the middle of a Sang, are covered with fabric or felt so that the hands are not injured while training. Each Sang is 110 centimeters long and 80 centimeters wide. The wooden plank has a thickness of 6 centimeters, and each Sang weighs, each one of them, 35 to 40 kilos. Shahrus here is having 40 kilos in each hand, so 80 kilos he's handling. Later I'm going to explain what kind of exercises you can do with them. The wooden plank, as I said, has a thickness, I talk about, of 6 centimeter, right? And 35 to 40 kilos. Together they weigh 70 to 80 kilos. An athlete puts a blanket or carpet down, as Farshid is doing, and lies on it. He then takes the handles of both Sang so that each hand is holding one of them. There are two types of training with the Sang: Galtan, turning, and Joft. What he was doing in the beginning was Joft, couple, and Galtan, the athlete, as now turns to the left, to the right, stretching his right and elbow first, and then the other one, and raises the Sang. Bends the elbow, turns to the right, stretches his left elbow, and other way around. And you need tremendous power to do this exercise. Later on, as I mentioned, Farshid is going to explain, and I'm going to translate. In performing the Joft, he lies on his back and raises both Sang at the same time by stretching his elbow. The maximum number of recorded repetitions of this exercise is 117 times for the Jov technique. In official championships of Varzish Pahlavani, there is a time limit of 7 minutes for performing Joft with a maximum number of 72 repetitions. Here you see Morshed, and all activities in Varzish Pahlavani are accompanied by a Morshed. He sings the songs mainly from Shahnameh, Book of Kings by Ferdowsi, about Ferostam, about other Persian Pahlavan who kept the tradition and fought for Iran, and also in praise of Hazrat Ali. And that's what, and Morshed is the leader actually of the whole session. He has the highest rank during the training session and everybody listens to him. Normally they are trained in playing especially drum, and as you see here, different instruments, and they have a very good voice. Here you see he's using a takhte shana, and what is takhte shana? I'm going later on to explain that also more in detail. Takhte shana is like for push-up board, if you want to call it, and there are different exercises for doing that, and that's the representation of a sword, of a shamshir, and you will ask yourself why. Because there are also exercises you pick it up and do movements as if you do with the shamshir. The wooden plank that is used for push-up exercises, as I said, is called takhte shana. Is 1 meter in length and 10 centimeters wide, and it has 2 triangular wooden supports, and as I mentioned, it's used for doing push-ups. And there are different types of push-ups. Later on in a video I'm going to show it and explain it, and Farshid is going to explain in Persian. I'm going to dub it in English so you can follow what he's saying. Normally here he's doing it alone, but normally takhte shana exercises, push-up board exercises are done in group, and in Myanmar someone will make it himself. Now he's doing pazadan. What is pazadan? It's like footwork, right? And that's what he's doing. That there are also different exercises, mainly is for the dexterity. In the past, these exercises were done to be faster, especially when you wanted to be faster for wrestling exercises, also for handling weapons. Pazadan or rakhsepa, footwork or dancing with your feet, if you want to call it literal translation. So you don't need any tools with that. These different types of footwork were meant to train the warriors for speed, as I said, and dexterity for the battlefield. And additionally, these exercises are nowadays used for footwork in Iranian wrestling. The athletes stand up and perform many stepping exercises, among them avoiding or avoidance exercises, and it helps them to become faster and nimble. Different types of them: پای ستاری، پای چپ و راست، پای جنگلی، پای تبریزی، پای لافت و ذوالفقار، پای آخر, and چرخ, which is twisting and turning. Later on I'm going to explain all of them. This video is only for you to have a glimpse into Varzish Pahlavani. I am going to explain more, and there are even more than footwork exercises. We have ستاری, شلار، جنگلی، تبریزی، خراسانی، تبریزی دوم، کرمانشاهی، ذوالفقاری، پای آخر, and the different types as I mentioned. And sometimes the pazadan is done by holding the takhte shana in your hand, the wooden plank, which represents a shamshir, a sword. And you do exercises as if you're going to wield a shamshir. Varzish Pahlavani is a magnificent art which makes you really strong and prepares you for the grueling wrestling exercises. Many Iranian wrestlers come from Varzish Pahlavani background. This is not only martial it is an intangible cultural asset of Iran. Now we go to meal. Meal is wooden club or which represents mace. The purpose of the training with the meal was to develop the muscles for handling the mace for the battlefield. Training with a wooden mace is called milgiri or milvarzi. Meal weighs between 5 to 50 kilos each. The one which is he's trying to do is for shirin kari, which you throw it is 5 kilo each, right? Uh, the weight for normal training is between 8 to 25 kilos. Each athlete he holds two meal, one in each hand, and in time to the rhythm of the drum and song of the morshet, he swings his meal over his shoulders, turning to the left and swinging the right meal, and turning to the right and swinging the left meal. I'm going to explain. Now he's doing the later on video. Charh Zadan is part of footwork. Pal Zadan, Charh, which is he's doing twisting the arm. And to perform this exercise, one athlete gets in the middle of the boat, the pit where he's training, and begins spinning around, starting slowly and turning faster and faster. This exercise comes from the custom of the Iran, where they have two shamshir or two khanjar in each hand, twisting around and attacking the line. I'm going to explain all these things more. This was only an introduction video. Please stay tuned, and I'm going to put many more videos on Varzish Pahlavani and explain all exercises. If you want to have more information, please buy my book, Persian Archery and Swordsmanship, and also Arms and Armor from Iran, which you can find here in the description. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.